Uber is now lowering the sticky surge in Southern California. When is it ever going to end? Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I really am going to try to make this a short video. I went out tonight because I wanted to see what the surge was going to be like in my market. It is Friday, and of course Friday and Saturday nights are the busiest. And what I saw was very disconcerting. I was going to go down to Santa Monica tomorrow night. My wife is out of town with friends, so I figured I'd head down to the beach and see what happened. What I saw tonight was almost sickening. I was taking screenshots of an area that I would normally work in, and what I'm going to show you are side-by-side screenshots. The first screenshot will be of last Friday, and the second screenshot will be of that same area this Friday. I'm going to show you about four pairs of screenshots. Check them out. As you can see on the first screenshot, which would have been last week, the surge was $18, $20, $25, $28. And in the second screenshot, you can see that the surge was $10, $12. So it appears, and mind you, both of these last week and this week's screenshots were taken at pretty much the same time, just a week apart. So what it looks like, in my opinion, is that Uber already has a shortage of drivers. They've already taken away drivers' ability in California to set their own rates. We already know that. They've lowered our per mile rate. They've lowered our per minute rate. Now they've taken away our ability to see what the potential ride, what the potential amount we can make for that ride is. That's gone. And if you don't take a certain number of rides, you don't even know where the ride is or where it's going. And from what I've seen tonight, now they've cut the surge by at least 50%. How much more are they going to take? The better question is, how much more are these drivers going to take before they realize that it's just going to get worse? And Uber doesn't care. My opinion is that they're lowering the surge in order to get passengers to start using their service again. Because here in LA County, as of June 15th, we're pretty much wide open like we were before the pandemic. Uber's hurting. I saw a tweet, and this time last year, Uber's cash reserve, so to speak, was about $13 million. This past quarter, it was $5 million. So they are losing every quarter, and it's, quite a bit. But I don't know what it's going to take for drivers to just snap out of it and say, you know what, I'm not doing it. I'm not taking any more pay cuts. I'm not taking, these calls in the blind. And now you're taking away the surge on top of it. There's no incentive anymore to drive. My recommendation, go to Lyft. They do pay, at least in my market, they pay a little more per mile, and they still have the upfront pricing, so to speak. And it's just, I'm dumbfounded. The only way that this is going to stop is going to be one of two ways. They're going to go bankrupt, or drivers simply need to just put your foot down and stop driving for a little while. I'm going to show you two more screenshots. This was tonight in my market. I'm sorry, I meant 3. As you can see, there were no cars in my area at all. There were no cars available in my area, and there was no surge. That's why there were no cars. Drivers are not stupid. And at least in my market, there was nobody driving. And even on the Lyft platform, I do believe there was one car until about 10 o'clock, and then they had no cars available. So Uber, you're screwing up, and drivers are wising up. Again, to the drivers that are still out there in these areas, and now you're watching your surge literally be cut in half. Don't drive. Take a weekend off. Make a statement. I'm not a big channel. I hope that somebody will see this and do some follow-up to it or what have you. But Uber is just taking and taking and taking and taking and taking, and the drivers are losing more and more and more. And yet there are still drivers who are unfortunately in a situation where they maybe can't afford to stop driving. If you can afford to stop driving for a weekend, then do it. And, the only way Uber's going to maybe even reconsider changing things up is when they realize they're losing all their drivers. And I don't know if this is just if this is just a California thing or if it's everywhere. So check your markets. Look at your surges and see if you're noticing whether or not they're going down or not. If they are, leave a comment down below. Rideshare Professor did a really nice piece on how to maximize your surge, and he used one of my videos, and I want to give him a shout out. Torsten, thank you very, very much. That was an awesome highlight that you did on my video, and I really appreciate it, and I really appreciate you helping me get the word out. And maybe we can collaborate on this one too, because you work in my market also, as well as Mighty Heidi and Sherelle Drive SoCal. So if you guys see this, look at your surges and let me know down in the comments below if you've noticed that your surges are getting not only much, much lower, but more scattered out. So if you don't have to drive, take a weekend off. Make it next weekend. Start at 12 o'clock Friday and go till 12 o'clock Sunday next weekend. Any driver in California that sees this and can afford to do that, take next weekend off and enjoy it. Drivers do have a voice, and we do have a little bit of power to hopefully get Uber's attention. But the only way we're going to do that is to not drive. Don't turn your apps on. Next weekend, Friday, 12 noon till Sunday, 12 noon. If you are a driver in California, or anywhere for that matter, and you're noticing that your surge has been cut in half, take the weekend off. Pass the word around to your friends, to your fellow Lyft and Uber drivers. Let them know next weekend, drivers are going to take a stand. We're not going to work. We're going to enjoy time with our families and our friends, or just some time to do anything but work for these greedy bastards. So that's all I got to say. Until next time, everybody, thank you for watching. Be safe, be professional, keep it real, and if you must, drive on. Next weekend, Friday, noon, shut your app off. Don't turn it back on till Sunday, noon. Hopefully we can make a statement. Until then, I wish you all the best of health.